guys, my name is Ineffable and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you're new, make sure that you hit that subscribe button right down there right now. And if you're already subscribed, I'd like to say thank you for coming back to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Now, obviously, you guys already know, if you've been keeping up with me, that I'm going to be doing an open up my GCSE results 2019 video, which is nerve-wracking because I know what I'm going to be getting, then I'm going to be putting it out to the world, but who cares? Yeah, we care, but like, give you guys some good content. Now, right now I'm going to be giving you advice about, I'm just going to be giving some general advice to year 11s, which I wish I knew or someone had told me, because often I found, or through my experience I've gathered or found, whatever, that it was really difficult being in year 11, like, literally, like, it took a good while for me to find my feet, and there's important things I understand, especially like how I revised and all of those things. Like, it was a lot and it took a little bit of time to figure it out, but like, we're good, we're back. My first bit of advice is to get yourself organized. So you're approaching year 11, it's probably August when I'm uploading this video. Right now you need to think about stationery. Now, if you're taking GCSE art, I suggest that you have your own things. Like, you don't need to be excessive and buy too much. Just, I was excessive, I bought too much. I used the majority of the school's things, and I only used my things like during the 2-day exam and like in the mock exams. So yeah, just make sure you get your stationery, especially in art. You want your own pencil case, you want your own pencils of different, like the different shades, you want your own little sets of acrylics, your own watercolors, and yeah, just try and spend like maybe £50 on it. Also, part of being organized in year 11 is, I recommend getting like an envelope folder, like an A4 envelope folder. It's really nice to just store your homework and stuff like that inside the folder, and like loose papers, so you're gonna get loose papers, and I'm someone that can't look after like my things, and if I get a loose paper, I promise you it's gonna get lost like before I even make it back to school the next day, because I cannot look after my things. A good way of revising is to go through past papers, and once you've gone through the past papers, to look at the mark schemes. Whilst you can get your teacher to mark your work, and in English that's crucial, get your teacher to mark your work, because they know the mark scheme inside out and it's a bit different. And like with like writing subjects like RS, history, it's a bit different, but then again it's not, because they give a good guidance on the mark scheme. But yeah, once you're marking your work yourself, you're being able to like reciprocate what the exam board want, and when it takes you like a whole paragraph to write, I don't know, 3 points, the exam board would give it to you in the mark scheme in like 3 simple sentences. So it doesn't, not only does it help you to truncate your word, but it also helps you to be succinct, and being succinct is very important. It will save a lot of your time. Oh, and have a look at the specification at least once in the year, this year in year 11. Please know your exam board and your specification for each of your subjects. Really important. Revision plan. Now, the Lord knows how many revision plans I've had, and I can guarantee you about 98% of the time, or 98% of you, are gonna struggle like how I did. Like, you'll have your one set timetable, then you change it, then you change it, then you change it, then you change it, because your life is just like changing. Every day is different, and every day is a hard day, and you are going to have times where you feel quite down or quite stressed or demotivated. And if I was you, I would actually, you do either two things: you keep going, or you'd give yourself a day. Like, anytime you feel like your brain is about to explode and like your mental health is going to get affected, like GCSE should not compromise that. So I suggest you just relax and take a deep breath in, and you just, you know, stay calm on that day. Just stay calm and just relax on that day. It's okay to take a day off, and taking day offs are just as healthy as doing revisions, believe it or not, because you don't want to be those people that are having a breakdown. It's not funny. that are having a breakdown at the end, like just before the exam is happening or during the exam season. Now, you guys are in year 11 now. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. And don't feel afraid to pursue new friendships, especially as studious friendships. And basically that means friends that you can study with. And I already said this loads of times in my videos. You really want your study friends. Friends that you can concentrate with, that are like drama free. And those study friends that aren't in your friendship circle, just in case your friendship circle goes downhill, which I guarantee you it probably will. You guys might be able to pick yourself up, but people be salty in year 11. And yeah. Important advice, you have to be selfish. You've got to be selfish. Literally, don't let anybody steal your shine. Don't let them.
Period. 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 Period.
Don't let them like make you feel bad for wanting to do well or get good grades, or allow them to make fun of you. And I'm not saying argue with them, but literally you got to be selfish and you got to think about yourself first. Like before you're thinking about going to a party, before you're thinking about doing that or that or that, think about yourself first. And then your second priority is your education, and then other things can factor in later. If you are able to get a tutor, take the opportunity. If your parents are more than happy to fund that, or most of the time your schools will be doing interventions and stuff like that, and you could just go and sit with your teacher every day. No, they don't have a problem with that. But yeah, take the opportunity. But at the same time, it's not necessary. Like, it's not vital. I didn't have a tutor. I did in year 10. I had the tutor at the beginning of year 11 for about 2 months that was helping me with my English work, because my English work was slacking. Like, I was getting grade 3s, and that's really poor. So I had that tutor, which was recommended by my teacher. And if you can, get them to be recommended by your teacher. And yeah, that was good. I think that the math tuition, when you're being tutored like in those groups of 6s, when it's not a one-to-one tutor, but it's sort of like a group thing, or in like those centres, I think maths is always good, because maths is maths and maths is numbers. But when it comes to English, you might be swayed. They might tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and your teacher might be telling you a different thing. And that's when like the complications can happen. So you don't want your outside tutor to be conflicting what your in-school teachers are teaching you, and then next thing you know, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Because I had friends and that was happening to them, unfortunately. But let me go back to the revision plan anyway. When it comes to the revision plan, I suggest using, my school had like Google accounts, like with their own domain or whatever it's called. And I had access to Google. Like, I know people have access to Hotmail and Outlook and those stuff like that. But I had access to Google. So I just planned my revision in Google Planner, which I'm going to insert right here for you guys to see. And I literally just put in questions as my revision, or just like little, I don't know, just nice little things that was concise, and it would tell me exactly what to do and what to revise. Don't leave it broad. Don't say revise history. Don't say revise Elizabethan England. You need to say revise I'm forgetting everything that I've learned, and my camera's about to die, so let me think. Yeah, so you should basically say, I'm going to be revising Elizabethan England, and within that, I'm going to be revising, I don't know, the middle way or the religious settlement. And then within that, I'm going to add like an exam question, which I'm going to practice at the end after I've written notes. Now, you will find yourself like doing a lot of note taking between September to about January, February, maybe March. Once you hit that February point and you finish your mock exams and you know your weaknesses and you know your strengths and you know what you're confident in and what you're not confident in, I highly suggest that you start condensing your notes that you've been making in class. You start making your flashcards and you practice those flashcards every week. I cannot stress how important this is, because you really just want the knowledge to go in your brain. And if you're lazy and you can't be bothered to make your flashcards, or you prefer learning digitally, just download Quizlet on your phone, do it on your laptop. I don't know, I'm sure your school has invested in things like Maths Watch or My Maths, or what did we have, thisislanguages.com, like little things, like look into those and do those, or go in Seneca. These are all good things. Make sure you guys are making your list, because I came with my list. Yeah, so the importance in your revision plan is being specific. People that say I'm going to revise English on Monday and Maths on Tuesday, and on Wednesday I'm going to do 2 hours of history, those are the people that end up slipping, who don't follow their revision plan because it's not specific enough. And then when they come up to the date, they don't know what they want to revise. I suggest that at the beginning of year 11, and actually I'm more than happy to like upload this, I don't know, on my blog, like Ineffable WordPress thing. I don't know what the thing is, but if you guys request it and you ask for the link in the comments, I will go and upload it, and then you guys can all have access to it for free. You need to just write a list. I can only give you what my exam boards are. Like, I don't know what exam boards you lot do, but I have like a topic list. So the topics that are involved in every single subject, and I think it's good for you to have, because that way you know what you need to revise for the whole year, or what could potentially come up on your exam, and it gives you a bit more guidance. It allows you to like proportion your time, just allocating to certain specific topics. Like the subtopics and the topics are more important than the like subject. Like the subject is too broad for you to know where to start, and then when you don't know where to start, you're gonna get all flustered, and like you don't want that. So I hope you guys heard what I just said. I also suggest that you subscribe to educational channels on YouTube. Like I do a bit of education, I give a lot of advice, and like my advice videos don't do that well, and I'm really like I don't know what to say, because I think I give amazing advice, and if you was like watching that video, you'll be making some money, honey. But whatever. Yeah, so like you got YouTubers like, I would say Eve Bennett and, you know, Unjaded Jade, but they're already like in university, and of course subscribe to them if you want to think about like your future, and they have done videos in their past and stuff like that. But look for YouTubers that are currently doing GCSEs, their education, in the same year that you're going to be taking your exams, and that way you've got someone to look at who are in a similar circumstance and stuff like that, as opposed to people that have like already done it. But I'm being a hypocrite when I say that, but just subscribe to me anyway. Please don't spend the whole night revising. Like, I'm not gonna say that like it's dumb to do that, but like, why are you gonna spend the whole night revising? Getting sleep, drinking enough water, eating the right foods. And I'm not saying that you can't eat junk food, because everyone loves a bit of good junk food, but like that whole health element is just as important as like the knowledge and knowing what to write and stuff like that. And whenever you're stressing, if you're religious, speak to God about it. He will give you answers. He will pave the way for you. And speak to your parents, speak to your teachers, speak to your friends. You might not have friends. It's all right to not have friends. Then I suggest that you say to yourself, because it's important to be self-sufficient and being able to rely on yourself in GCSEs. Like, it's all about you. So say to yourself, millions of people in the country are going through exactly what I'm going through. They're going to be sitting the same papers. I'm feeling stressed, that means they're feeling stressed, and it's okay to feel stressed. So we can all feel stressed together, and I can feel stressed today, and I can take a little bit of relaxation, but tomorrow I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to get back on this thing, because you need those grades. So yeah, linking back to the YouTube channel things, YouTubers like Primrose Kitten, Mr. Bruff, I think there's Mr. Siles, I don't know how you say these people's names. You got Corbett Maths, you got Just Maths, you got all these different YouTubers. Watch their videos. It's really good, really helpful, and it's like, it helps a lot of people. Now, I liked watching Primrose Kitten's videos, and I didn't really watch Mr. Bruss videos, but I know loads of people found them helpful, so don't listen to me when I'm saying that. Like, go and look, see if it's something you like and explore it. And you need to try and explore these things in your summer holidays, just a little bit, so you have a bit of an insight before you go back, because you don't want to go back and you don't know what you're doing or where to start. So I'm trying to help you where to start. Make sure you keep on top of your homework. Now, you will be receiving a lot more homework, and teachers aren't going to be having slackness or people giving attitudes. So yeah, that's just like another thing that you guys should expect. And don't cram information in. But like the most important point or aspect that I can give you or tell you is that from the time February comes, after your January mocks or your February mocks, and like when you had that parents' evening and you receive your results and stuff like that, please reevaluate what you're going to be doing, how to move forward, your strengths and weaknesses, because you really need like a good game plan. I hope that I want to say, don't get caught up with highlighters and notes and things that YouTubers do that looks pretty. Like, looking pretty doesn't always give you the results. So some people find notes helpful, but at the end of the day, like, you're not really going to go back to your notes. So it's a bit of a waste of time, but it's not a waste of time between September and January, because it's just useful, because it's just part of what you're doing in school and stuff like that. And I recommend that you guys buy revision books. Now, I'm going to do a video right now after this, a separate video about my favourite revision books and websites and YouTubers that I really recommend that you guys, you guys go and check it out. I thought that CGP books were really trash. So, yeah. So make sure you look out for that video that's coming up literally probably a week after this video, maybe a week before, maybe 2 days later. But yeah, good luck to you all. Once you get your results, you're going to like be absolutely amazed, and like these results no one can take away from you. It's all about you. So you should really put in the work and the effort in. And yeah, with that being said, again, I wish you guys the best of luck. Please download Twitter, because you'll be able to see memes, and there are other year 11s on there that are doing it, going through what you're going through. So it's just a nice platform, and like things that suit you and that work for you. And yeah, if you've got any advice you could give to people, or you guys are starting year 11 or stuff like that, or you have any questions, please comment them down below. Yeah, I'm happy to respond. I do respond to my comments like really extensively. So even if you want detailed answers or paragraphs, I'm happy to respond with that. And make sure that you go and like, comment, subscribe. And you know what? GCSEs, everyone's doing them. You're not on your own. You're not the first people to do it. This has been happening for hundreds of years. It's a part of life. Whatever. You'll be okay. Just stay calm. Stay stress-free. Listen to your body. Listen to your health. Listen to your head. Behave. Don't answer back to the teachers. Don't be acting bad, getting kicked out. We haven't got time for that. And yeah, be selfish. Do you. And I wish you good luck again. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Goodbye.